What'd you do at 10 o'clock Monday night? We brought 132 in because she couldn't hardly get up in the lot.
Girls.
So she's getting her pan with some good grain and some aspirin. And that will help her out. And she's in here where she doesn't have to walk around. They're going, oh, what's this? We got a new neighbor. And 023 is over there eating the rest of the grain that Becky grabbed to bring this cow. Because they're really close, and yeah, she's still in the barn and was bellering for her. So, and yes, it's still raining. It's soaked in here. The skid steer hadn't been outside in what, 2 days now? It's soaked clear to the front. Everything's soaked, and I think we got about 3 inches of rain today, and it's still coming down. So, but hopefully she's one of the earlier ones to calve, and get the calf out of her will help. A little less weight on her will help with the arthritis. And we'll see how long she ends up raising her calf. Because it's not fair to her to suffer with the arthritis any more than she has. She's been a couple years of it off and on, and this year she's worse. So, you know, it is what it is. It's going to be a long day. Becky and I stayed up talking with Ed for too long. And, yeah, that light up there is not on. No lights anywhere else either. It's about 2:15. Tuesday morning. I didn't see that. That wasn't there at 10:30 last night. I don't know how far that goes. I know where it comes from. It comes from clear up the driveway. And yeah, there were no ruts under there either. I think last night the rain gauge said 2.5 inches. It's 4 inches now. And that catch basin is all but completely plugged up. And it wasn't even near being plugged up. But I'm shutting the water off. Makes it a whole lot nicer when the power does come back on. And all it's going to do if the water's on is pretty well just drain the tank. As soon as they start drinking, then we got nothing. No idea what the winds have gotten to, and this catch basin wasn't all covered up either. So obviously we got a hell of a lot of rain in a short amount of time. I usually don't wake up when the power goes off. Usually Becky does. We'll go find out. Look a little damp? It is. Oh, I forgot to grab the flashlight to take it back to the house because I got 2 of those in the trailer anyway. Oh well. Yeah, Ty just got here a few minutes ago. I just got my coffee going a few minutes ago because the power just came back on a few minutes ago. And my coffee's done. But, yeah, time to turn waters back on. I thought I'd show you this while we're back here. If you can remember where the water was in relation to that old maple. That maple grows out and then up. It's been that way my entire life. Used to hide underneath it playing as a kid. This is right on 24 hours, actually just shy of 24 hours later. Right on it, something like, anyway, 24 hours later. I didn't think we got that much rain overnight. But anyway, Ty says, yeah, Dad, it's flooded. And Becky, oh, there's her burn barrel. Almost missed it. It's right because I just close down there. I was over here, close to it. Anyway, I really don't know what today's going to bring. See what all's blowing around and say I'm trying to get water on. Because I really thought it was a good idea in the wee hours to shut that off. So, you know, we didn't run the pressure tank dry. Have the cow troughs empty the hot water heater out of the house, that kind of thing. a little soft here. Those are those fresh footprints right there. And let's see, I think the way the weather is this morning, that barn's not going to get cleaned today. I didn't pay attention from the other side. It's just starting over the bridge. A little higher than I expected it. Oh well. I'm sure it's going to be a long time before the end. As long as it stays down there and doesn't come up here, I don't care, right? Although, I gotta say, I don't know if I did it already or not. I gotta show you some pretty nasty freaking ruts in the driveway. And, all honesty, yeah, they're not gonna get cleaned because I'll have the feeders cleaned out tomorrow. I hope. I don't want to waste anything. Last time I remember doing this was some really freak stuff. We had like 3 inches in an afternoon. And I had a stack of straw sitting out here, waiting to go in there. Had big bales and little bales scattered out here, trying to get it put in before it got too wet. And the bottom bales got rolled over and put on top, because they were soaked halfway through. Found some buckets this morning. Don't know what else I'm going to find yet. Looks like all the covers are still on the totes. And she's in here. Still, look at that. She looks a little happier than she did last night. And God knows, lows come in and anybody that's close tends to go, I didn't do that very well. And they go pop. And you have a calf. Well, we're within 2 weeks of when we should start. Or we're about 2 weeks from when we should start, I should say. So, time to look for anything. And hey, if any of you remember last year, most of our calves were actually 2 weeks early. Even our very first calf came a full 2 weeks before it was physically possible for a bull to have bred the cow. Good thing Ty bedded this last night, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, and I went to hose my shoes off after kicking the cows out of the feed barn. I'll just use one of the buckets that's over there at the corner of the machine shed. Stick my toe in, wiggle it around, stick my heel in, wiggle it around. Yeah, my right foot is slightly chilled. Why? Radio, sorry. Because I splashed it right up my leg and down my shoe. At least these kids didn't drink anything. I'm not going to show you everything I've been doing, but that's no longer running in over there by the doors. I really need to put something against the doors, but I don't know what. Still got to walk through there. Went from where Thailand parks, there behind the machine shed, all the way down to the other end of the back barn and recut that ditch. Try to keep stuff from going in. And went up the driveway, made 2 new water bars, and opened up the old one. Yeah. It's just wonderful. And she's been checking some straw, getting what she can done. Between gusts, of course. She was lucky I fed this morning, and it actually went good till I got to that end section of feeder. Then the wind came right in my face, so half the bucket that went in there went that way. Yep, she's still out here. Becky's hibernating in the house because she got tired of being in the trailer and getting rocked around. That and the power went out again. So I've been out here dealing with, shutting water off again. Just because, I don't care if they drain the pressure tank, but being, slightly below grade from that, these floats will drain the hot water heater and whatever else they can drain. That just makes it worse later. So anyway, I'm gonna go find a spot that's got less wind and a lot less moisture. What were you doing at 1:15 on the 28th of December? That came on a couple hours ago. Yeah, at least 2 hours ago. But power to the house and Noel didn't until just a little bit ago. So, just got done turning all the hydrants on. Cow trough had about 4 inches of water in it. 2-year-olds, yeah, it was empty. Yearlings wasn't bad. So, water's running. I should turn the hot water heater back on in the house, but I am not going to do that yet because as I was coming from the pump house after switching everything back, I could hear air in the lines upstairs, which tells me, yeah, need to run some water before I turn it back on. I don't want to turn it on empty. So I'm going back to bed. It's been a very long few days. Oh yeah, before I get any farther, I can still hear at least 2 generators running. One that way. I heard one kind of that way. I don't hear it now. And they still show single outages like they're supposed to be. One right over here, about where the end of my finger is. And a couple of them up the side road where that, past where that light is. So maybe they're hooked up now and they're still running their generator. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Look at that. I know I'm late getting to sunrise, but look back there. It's all back in the banks this morning. For the most part. I see a puddle way back there by the old maple. I'm sure there's a puddle down at the bottom of the hill where we run the traveler up and down the hill. And no, we haven't done anything yet this morning. Down here looking for Ed. I didn't send him down here to get the rebar. He needs to go fix his mother's fence. He's got a couple of posts he's got to shore up while he's here. I don't want to walk through this stuff. Rotten apples and crap. And I believe it's tonight that he leaves, so he's got today to do it. So, probably your last look at him before he gets on a plane, and you ain't going to be here for that. So, says he wants all these 5-foot pieces, and he's throwing out a bunch of 3-foot pieces. What do you got to say for yourself, Shorty?
Ow.
Yeah, they're under there. Of course, they're under everything.
Those will work just fine.
But he says those will work just fine, so we're going to go with that.
Yep.
So they're Merry Christmas to his mom because she got free materials and free labor.
Lots of free labor. Oh, yeah.
He does
good at free labor.
He does his honeydew while he's here.
I'm loaded with free labor.
I have no clue if you're going to get any more video today. I mean, God, I know between yesterday and this morning, there's enough. But I am really surprised that ain't still a bunch of water down there that was there yesterday. Especially since it didn't really quit dumping until the wee hours. Oh well, we'll see if I get you some more or not.